Peace and blessings, family. I'm here with another reading for the collective after a million years. But yeah, so I already shuffled these cards and laid them out. And so we'll do some clarifying. But other than that, this is the reading, okay? We have the Sphinx. So this person is very quiet. They're very watchful. They see a lot, but they don't say nothing. The Sphinx is clarified by the Four of Swords. So this is the energy of having been hurt, but also focusing. Not only have you been hurt, but like you haven't let it go. And you're in a space where, and I don't mean you, like this might not be you. I'm just saying like for the card, right? It's the energy of being in a space where the past, like the things that have hurt you, they're so pointy that it's gonna start making you mean, right? It's like, you know how like when you're in pain and for a while you can tolerate it, but like you have to kind of focus on the pain because you're trying not to freak out. And after a while, like if your attention is pulled away or the pain is too intense, you kind of like you start to freak out. This is this person trying not to freak out on other people with this Four of Swords. So it's kind of like a crossroads where you realize you either have to let that pain go or you're gonna become it for other people. And it's just that awareness of that, right? Or it's like, I can't live like this anymore. But with the Sphinx, this could be happening quietly where, it's like we don't talk about that. Okay, so because of that, I feel like because there's this energy of a person who has a lot of pain that they don't talk about, the next card we have is Power Over. Okay. Look at this. The imagery is so crazy to me on this card, but I love it. You could be dealing with somebody that's a redhead, first of all. And they like to wear red nail polish. This person doesn't really have the ability to reach back because they don't have any arms. They don't have any arms. So they could be like they could have like a really overpowering personality, right? But then because they're overpowering, you might like always do stuff that they want to do. It's clarified by the Knight of Wands. So this person can have you running here, there, everywhere, right? It's always about what they want to do. But when it comes to like maybe what you want to do, they don't have arms. They don't have the arms for that. They can't reach back for that. So this is like a lack of reciprocity, and this could be, if you're in this Sphinx and this Four of Swords energy, you could just be really feeling like you don't even say anything anymore. It's like people don't reciprocate, and you don't even speak up to say what your needs are because like you could be afraid that you're going to do it in a really pointy, fucked up way. So you could be the type of person too, if this resonates with you, where your temper is very quick. Like you go 0 to 100. You don't have a lot of space for people to violate your boundaries. You might be of the like I wish a nigga would type energy. But in any case, there's this is, I feel like whatever's going on, it all comes back down to your relationship with yourself. Because we have the Self card here, which is, if you can see, like this image is speaking to this image and it's coming out of this person's mouth. So, that's clarified by the Sun card. This is very solar. The sun has to do with the soul. That's very individual. That's very personal. So I feel like what this is saying is like when you're dealing with people, maybe you both have triggers, right? Because you've been hurt in the past. This person doesn't really have the capacity to reach back, but that's not their fault because they literally have no arms. It's just two different, like, issues going on here. Everybody has their own issues. Everybody has their own shit. And so ultimately, like, there's no swords out here that indicate communication. There's just like this quietness or this overbearingness. It all has to do with what you tell yourself about the situation or what this relationship reveals about you. Because I feel like we're just in a season where we pretty much know, like, if you're sane, then usually the experiences that you have with people, if you keep having the same experiences with people, you start to recognize that it's because of you. Like, you interact with people a certain way, and other people are realizing that about them too. Like, that's not to say things are all your fault. It's like people just starting to own their shit more. So I feel like whatever this situation is just giving you more insight into you. And there's also something here about how you, like, your self-talk. Like, how do you talk to yourself? And how do you like, how do you want to be loved? Like, do you know that? Do you know how you want to be loved? You may not. You may know how you don't want to be loved or how you don't want to be treated. But do you know how you do want to be treated? That's the question. Okay, the Sphinx is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Oh, somebody just really feels like they don't get enough of something. I don't know what it is. It's somebody might feel like they're not strong. Hold on a second. I feel like somebody was really hoping for something. It's like somebody tried to set a trap, right? They were trying to build a nest. They were trying to build something. They were trying to build a foundation for something. And it was interrupted. Oh my God. It was very much interrupted. Somebody was trying to do something and it was interrupted. But I don't think what this person was trying to do... I don't think what this person was trying to do was cool. Yeah, the Three of Swords came out. There's definitely somebody who had some fucked up intentions, and I'm thinking that this person's intentions, once again, is based on their own pain and who they are as a person. But as a person, this person is kind of fucked up. Yeah. Because they had ill will about something that they've been very quiet about. But they were building up to a plan, I think. A get back. But it's like get back. It's like that energy was thrown back. The energy was thrown back. It didn't land. I feel like to me, this is just kind of like a hard truth. It's like, yeah, you need to see this shit for what it is. Any situation that happens that gets like rerouted, where it feels like you were supposed to do one thing and you end up doing something else, or it feels like you're supposed to be around one person and then, you know, something happens where like your plans just change, but it's like out of anybody's control. It's like Jesus took the wheel kind of thing. You have to understand that that is protection, and you just have to be honest with yourself about that, about the fact that there are people in this world that have bad intentions, that's really a thing. Because I know sometimes like we think it's a thing, but then we don't really think it's a thing. Because you think about it, it's like, you know, depending on whatever age you are, it's you know, odds are you've been around a murderer, you've been around a rapist, you've been around somebody who's straight up crazy, and not known it. You know, these people, they, you know what I mean? Like, people are normal as shit, but also not. Do you know what I mean? Like, on the inside. So, sometimes God just sees things that we don't see. So, it's like, if there's an occasion where you feel like you need to fight for a relationship, I wouldn't do it. If it just seems like you just can't get it together with somebody, let it go. Let it be. And it doesn't have to be rude, you know. It can just kind of be, you know, people just kind of fizzle out. I feel like there's people who they may say things like to other people about you, but they ain't never gonna say the shit to your face. You know what I mean? Like, if you could just keep, you know, be polite in, you know, social circumstances or whatever, but you don't really have to engage with people if you don't want to. And if they feel a type of way about it, however they feel, they would never say it to your face. So, and ultimately, I feel like those are the people that are kind of unstable. Like, if it's people that you just kind of don't, for some reason, circumstances don't align, then always use that as your excuse and just be like, oh, you know, just keep, because eventually it'll fizzle out. People won't just keep trying and trying and trying, because normal people don't. You know, normal people just get the hint and be like, okay, well, because they're like you know, maybe this just isn't meant to work. But it's like, it's the people that keep pushing the issue. They know that would give themselves away, because ultimately they don't have good intentions. And like I said, something happened to cut into a plan that was building. So it's like someone is irritated, but they can't say why they're irritated, because they're irritated for a reason that they're not supposed to have. Meaning you thwarted their plan, but they're not supposed to have a plan like that. If that makes any sense. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely an ending here. We could be dealing with a Scorpio. So we have the Death card. We have the Queen of Cups. And I'm also just getting, it's very important to like speak over your life and speak over your path, and just continue to pray that any obstacles that you don't see or can't see will be removed. So like, you know, it's like that's like the type of prayer that goes with nature. You feel me? Because it's like you can't see the obstacles anyway. So if you ask for them to be removed, you never see them. So in that way, you go with the fact that there's obstacles that you're not going to see. Do you know what I mean? It's like flowing with the energy that's already present, that might appear as a blockage, but really it's not. So you can pray prayers to dissolve that by just going with the circumstances. Like, Lord, if I have hidden enemies, let them always stay hidden. Like, let them be cowards, you know? Just stuff like that. I'm not gonna say too many, but this is just what this is saying. It's like the advice, like, command your space. And understand that this, whatever this mix up was, where it's like you getting vibes with somebody and you don't quite know what that is, and then the universe steps in and changes your plan, and it triggers you, it triggers them. It's like everybody has childhood wounds, everybody's fucked up, but some people are really fucked up. Shit, all of us can be really fucked up. Let me not. But I'm just seeing here that there were ill intentions. So consider that is part of commanding your plan. But it was just like kind of unintentional. But going forward, you can do it with intention of deciding beforehand how to deal with, these types of energies that are out there. That's what you're supposed to understand and know. Like, it's really people out there sometimes that ain't wrapped too tight. So know that, move accordingly, and stay prayed up. Okay. All right. That's the message. Peace.